broken and only is hemisphere. Show him that it's only
No
hemisphere.
longer is this a sphere, this is a
hemisphere.
Here we are at the Hanover Mall with two shoppers, I do believe. They went to Gap. The Gap and the Gap. We have your names and ages, please.
Maureen, 15. Shannon, I'm 16.
And where are you girls from?
That's right.
And what grade are you girls going into?
11.
What do you think of the MTV Music Museum?
It's interesting, yeah.
Wait a minute. Huh?
It's interesting.
Any comments?
It's interesting.
Here we are, the Hanover Mall, in front of Jordan Marsh. Jordan Marsh.
Thank you.
That is it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.
Strangely enough, we've been to this mall a few times on the channel. We went here for Comic-Con inside the JCPenny. We also went inside the arcade that they still have in this mall. But recently I heard that this mall was closing down. There's only like a few stores left in here. I think that they're gonna demolish it. So I thought that this classified as a dead mall, and I thought it'd be a good start to like a dead mall series. So if this video does well, I'm gonna do more dead mall videos. So let me know if you like this video by hitting the thumbs up button. And if you wanna see more dead mall videos, hit the subscribe button down below. You can stay up to date with all my future adventures. And if you'd like to support the channel, check out benlawrence.spreadshirt.com. Get yourself a Ben Lawrence t-shirt, or you can head over to patreon.com/benlawrence, where you can donate $1 a month and gain access to behind the scenes bonus footage. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go inside what's left here at the Hanover Mall. All right, here we go, entering the Hanover Mall. And I want to just mention again, this is my first time ever doing a video like this. And I keep saying that because I'm very nervous, and I just want this video to turn out really well. And I want to keep doing dead mall videos if this one does well. So very nervous about this. I want to keep it fun and educational. I don't want to bore you too much with the facts, but I know people like to hear the facts about the mall. So I'm going to share a few facts as we go through the mall. But here is what I would consider the main entrance. Not really, but this is the entrance I always came through, because I'd go to the Outback Steakhouse, and then I'd come in here to the mall to go to KB. So I came through this entrance a lot. And we're making our way down to one of the anchor store locations, and this is actually the only surviving anchor store as of right now. This is the last one, and it's Macy's. There's 3 anchor store locations, and this is the only one that is still open as of right now. The mall opened in 1971, and it originally opened with 3 anchor stores, those being Almy's, Zayre, and Woolworth's. Over time, all those stores have vacated the mall. I actually didn't even know what a Zayre store was before researching this video. That's kind of showing my age a little bit there, that I had no idea that there was a store called Zayre's. Never heard of it. But as we go around the mall, I will show off all the anchor store locations and give you a little bit more history about the anchor stores. This mall has over 80 retail locations, and there's probably only 8 that are full. So out of the 80 locations here, there is not a lot of stores left. I couldn't find a lot of information when trying to dig up stuff about this mall, but one thing I did find is that it was renovated in the late 90s to early 2000s. They did a big renovation of this mall, and in the early 90s, they removed the iconic fountain, which was in the center of the mall, which many people were very, very upset about. I guess that was an icon of the mall. I never got to see it, so I don't have any memories of the fountain, but I guess people were not happy when they demolished the fountain. Now this is what the center of the mall, the center court area, looks like now. And around Christmas it was always cool because they put a giant Christmas tree right here, so that was always one of my favorites to come see around the Christmas season. Now this wing of the mall is completely abandoned. This is actually the former home of the JCPenny, which was actually the first anchor store to leave, and they never filled that spot. Well, technically they did. It was used as the Hanover Mall event center, and they'd house little conventions. I remember they had like a bathtub convention here, and they also had a Comic-Con, which I actually went to, and I filmed a video there, and I titled it Comic-Con Inside JCPenny. If you want to see that video, I'll link it up in the corner and in the description down below. It was definitely a weird experience. Wouldn't recommend going to Comic-Con inside the JCPenny. It was just, I don't know, it was a very, very strange event. You can see from the video it wasn't the best Comic-Con in the world. Now, before it was JCPenny, it actually used to be Macy's, and then before that, it was Jordan Marsh. I don't know what was in it before Jordan Marsh, but that's what was there before. And I guess after Macy's left that location, they demolished it, then rebuilt it and turned it into JCPenny, and then moved Macy's down to the other end of the mall. So a very confusing history here at this mall. Here's the map of the mall, and it has obviously not been updated in a while because it shows a lot more stores than the mall actually has. It's kind of funny that this is here. It's really a kind of like a time capsule of what the mall was like before it was just, you know, completely shut down and empty. Now we're making our way down to the wing where Walmart is. Now that is the original Zayre location, and then after Zayre closed, Ames came to the mall in 1989, and then that closed in about 2002 to become Walmart, which opened in 2004. And as we make our way down to the Walmart location, you can see a lot of the signage is still up. A lot of things and displays are still in the stores because, like I said, they didn't have much time to clear out because they don't know when the mall is closing. So they're just shutting down and leaving everything because there's no sense in cleaning it all up because it's just going to get demolished anyways. No new stores are going to come in this mall. And this is kind of where most of the stores that are left are, because recently Walmart just closed a few days before shooting this video. So this is kind of like the hub. Basically all the action happened right here because of Walmart. You know, usually Walmart kills malls, but in this case, Walmart is what kept this mall alive. So a lot of the store locations around here still operational, still making money. But now that Walmart's gone, that's kind of the last thing to really push this mall over the edge, because Walmart was what was really driving traffic to the mall, because there's really nothing good in here. Now that Walmart's gone, it's definitely going downhill from here. Now here's something you typically never see. You never see a Walmart shut its doors. Like, Walmart's just one of those stores you never see closed down. So it's weird seeing this closed and mostly abandoned Walmart store. It's just something you typically don't see. This is a place I would frequent, Teriyaki To Go. They had some great Chinese food, and I'm gonna miss that place, man. They were cheap, they were good. They had, you know, a soda fountain, so you could just keep getting refills. Not typical food court Chinese food. It was a great spot. I loved going there. Now Foot Locker is still open, but Olympia Sports has just shut down. And like I said, the signage is still up in this location, or in this area of the mall. A lot of stuff, and there's a kid peeking in the window. That's something I do. I like peeking in old stores and just seeing what's left. And in these old stores, there's a lot left. They just left everything behind because there's no sense in clearing it out, like I said. Now, what's weird about this area is this was their makeshift food court area to the right over here. That used to be a McDonald's. Then it became like a grilled cheese place, and they have a little seating area right there. Now, the food court was actually right here to the right. That's the former Old Navy. Old Navy just left the mall. But I guess the food court wasn't doing so hot, so they converted the food court into an Old Navy. And I don't know, I can't see this being a food court. I mean, the area's not big enough to be a food court, so maybe that's why it didn't do so hot. And as we make our way towards Sears, I'm gonna guess that this was the Woolworths location. I'm not positive about that, but that's what I'm gonna guess. And Sears is closing right now, so you can see the store closing sign, and the store is just clearing out all their stuff. I'd never really shop at Sears. Does anyone still shop at Sears? I couldn't tell you the last time I walked up to a register and purchased something at a Sears. This was a frequent spot of mine. To the right here was FYE. I'd go in there all the time, and then I'd go down to the arcade and play the Star Wars trilogy game. And if you want to see a tour of the arcade, which is still here as of right now, if you want to see a tour of the arcade, click up in the corner or check the links down below, because not much has changed since I filmed that tour video. Here's some quick facts for all the mall nerds out there. The mall was sold in 1993 to the TA Associates Realty for $38 million, and then again in 2003 for $68 million to Gregory Greenfield and Associates. Doesn't that sound like a villain from like a Disney Channel movie? Like, Gregory Greenfield is buying up all the city, and he's gonna turn it into a big shopping mall. Like, that just sounds like a villain name. Again, in 2007, the mall was sold for $99 million to the Walton Street Capital, and that's just an astronomical price for this mall. Not a very good return on investment for Walton Street Capital. The mall was foreclosed in 2010 and was sold for $37 million, and then was owned by the bank for 6 years, which is crazy. It's definitely sad seeing this mall empty and borderline abandoned. I know I use that term very loosely on my videos, but I mean, this is getting pretty close to abandoned status at this point. Now, if you want to see just extended clips of this mall, walking around, no voiceover, just music and everything, check out patreon.com/BenLaurence, because I'm going to do a extended cut of this video. So if you want to just see this mall in its raw, unedited form, then go over to patreon.com/BenLaurence, where for as little as $1 a month, you can gain access to all the behind-the-scenes footage for pretty much all my videos. I do extra videos over on Patreon. So again, if you want to see the uncut version of this mall, extended scenes, extended clips, go over there to Patreon and donate $1 a month. But for now, let's head back outside and wrap this video up. Thank you so much for joining me on my first ever Dead Mall video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so you get notifications every time I upload a new video. If you want to support the channel, check out benlawrence.spreadshirt.com to get yourself a sweet Ben Lawrence t-shirt. Or you can join patreon.com/BenLaurence, where you can gain access to behind the scenes bonus footage and get a shout out in every video. And hopefully this video does well, because I want to do more dead malls in the future. So if that's something you're into, let me know in the comments down below and tell me if you have a dead mall in your area that you want me to visit.